Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chit Chat, the encouraging one of the podcast. I'm your host, Jody Sheffield. Got some great tunes on up here today and a fun interview with a part of the group with me today. But first, before we get it going, I got a song for you by Junkyard Heights. It's a rockin' tune called Rusty Truck. Check out their website at junkyardheightsband.com. Be sure you crank it up. It'll be a good song here. Let's get it going here on Chit Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. This is Junkyard Heights. Crank it up for a rusty truck.
All right, try it.
Truck, barely you get out of my way.
What a great song there by Junkyard Heights. Welcome again to Chit Chat. Got some great tunes lined up for you today as well. We got the Shaun Tobar Band, Carrie Cunningham, as well as music by one of the parts of the band I'm interviewing today, Showdown. I had the opportunity to interview their guitarist, and they're a group from Oklahoma. They were formed with musical friendships that were spanned over many decades of recording and touring many cities. A very unique style of their brand of music, of country southern rock. They're driven by musicians by Jason Aldean, Brantley Gilbert, and Lynyrd Skynyrd. They deliver a very high energy performance each and every time they hit the stage. Just getting ready for this, I had a chance to listen to several of those songs and really enjoy it. My guest today is Tim Chisholm, guitarist for the group Showdown. Kick back and relax for a fun time, great conversations, and rocking music just for you. This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. It's always about encouraging others.
Hey there, Tim.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
Oh, welcome to Chit and Chat. Again, I love technology.
I guarantee it.
Well, welcome, sir. Can't wait to talk to you, hear some more about Showdown and your music, but we'll start off with some icebreaker questions. The first one is, if you're given a superpower, any superpower, what would you choose?
The ability to control time, for sure.
Oh, a little Doctor Strange action going on.
Absolutely.
Do you need more time or less time?
A lot more. Much more, and the ability to go back in time and make some corrections, for sure.
There we go. Yeah. I always been, doing podcasting. I always wish I had more time in the day because I have a full-time job, but I come home and like, wait, it's already bedtime already?
Well, I hear you, for sure.
If you have acting skills, maybe you do have acting skills. I'm not sure if you do or don't. And you got the opportunity to play one role in a movie, which one would you choose? I'll give you a few options: James Bond, Jack Sparrow, Mrs. Doubtfire, or Mark Watney from The Martian with Matt Damon.
I have to go with 007. I like that James Bond stuff. That's pretty cool.
I think we talked a while back. You like Sean Connery is your favorite, right?
Yeah, I like the Sean Connery. He's probably my all-time favorite.
And number 3, you got a favorite vacation spot you and the missus like to go to, or you guys hang out at?
We really like the Florida Keys a lot.
Mm. How often do you go down there?
Oh, about every couple of years we'll go down there and stay for a few weeks. It's really nice. It's just real chill. It's like being out of the country, but you're still in the country all at the same time. Pretty cool.
Right on the water there.
Oh yeah, great fishing, great food, just the ultimate place.
What's your go-to grub down there when you're on like a little vacation? What's your steak, shrimp?
Lobster's my favorite, but
okay.
Yeah, I like just about anything surf and turf, any of that. I love all of it.
Sounds good. Yeah, they close our Red Lobster up here, man. I'm like, man, I gotta find somewhere else to find me some surf and turf, man.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Just put your tour guide hat on for us a few minutes. Being from Oklahoma, a lot of folks are traveling, and they come to your neck of the woods. What are 3 spots they'd love to see? You'd like to, say, check these places out.
Definitely down in Bricktown, which is downtown Oklahoma City. It's a really cool area down there. Frontier City's pretty cool if you got kiddos. The Cowboy Hall of Fame here in Oklahoma City is pretty nice too.
And you got a favorite restaurant you like to hit at, like barbecue or in general?
Probably one called the Ranch. It's pretty pricey, but it's really, really good. If you like a good steak, it's about as good as it gets.
There you go. How do you like? Is the ultimate question? How do you like your steak?
Rare.
Oh, okay. Like it's
Yeah,
still
very
moving.
rare. Oh yeah, pretty much.
My father-in-law used to do the same thing. I'm like, that thing's still moving.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I tried the medium. My wife shakes her head. Good enough. Medium rare, honey. Medium rare. You want a little pink? Yes, ma'am. But she's never wrong though. If I get a medium, it's like just dead. She goes, no. You gotta have a little juice to it.
Uh-huh.
In our time today, we're sharing about your group called Showdown, and at the end, I'll let you opportunity to share about your website. Give us a little brief bio about yourself and what do you currently do?
I am an Oklahoma City firefighter. I'm actually at the station right now, so if I get a call, I'll have to jump off here, but hopefully that won't happen.
No problem. How long you been firefighting?
20 years.
Wow. Yeah, my dad was a volunteer for 20 years, and much respect for police, firemen, the EMT side, and I always loved the show Emergency 51 when I was a kid. My favorite show growing up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that show.
And I was on my road bikes. I was Chips, Ponch and John.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Where were you born and raised at?
I was born in Shelbyville, Kentucky, but I was raised in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Grew up in Choctaw, Oklahoma, more specifically.
How did you make the transition to Oklahoma?
My parents just moved here when I was really young, so I grew up here.
You recall your first when you began liking music? Do you remember how young you were and kind of what kind of drew you into music?
Well, I grew up listening to like the older country music, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, just the old school kind of country. And then when I got into my teens, I got more into rock and stuff like that. Got into Ted Nugent, Cheap Trick, Van Halen. Then later got really, really into the hair metal stuff like Rat, Quiet Riot, Motley Crue, Dokken, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but inspiration when you were growing up as a kid, did you kind of get inspired by a certain musician? Or was it like a genre kind of drew you into it?
I was about 16 years old and went and saw Ted Nugent, and I thought, I've got to learn to play guitar. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen, and that was definitely what inspired me to start playing for sure.
What kind of guitar do you play? And tell us a little bit about. There's a different guitars like bass guitar and acoustic guitar. What's your favorite guitar, and how do you play it?
What I play mostly is Fender Telecasters, and I have some Gibson Les Pauls. The acoustic I play is a Guild. So those are my go-tos right there for sure.
Was there someone? Were you self-taught, or you kind of learned from it? You just kind of picked it up as you watch others play. I know back in your days, there's no YouTube, there was no Google.
Yeah, I kind of date myself here a little bit, but back in my day, we had a cassette recorder, and you would listen to it, try to play it, rewind it, try to play it, just back and forth. But the cool thing about that was sometimes you would just stumble onto something that wasn't even, you'd be trying to play what they were playing, but you would come across something completely different, but you would kind of think it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays with the kids, it's awesome in one aspect because they can go from beginner to expert in no time if they'll put in the time and work into it. But I think some of that creativity may be lacking a little bit because they're just so they're back then we didn't have a lot of boundaries because we would just have to play by ear and figure things out. Like some of the cooler things you would ever come across would be things you would just stumble onto because you didn't have, somebody teaching you specifically step by step, note by note, every little thing to do.
You really had to say almost struggle along the way to learn.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was definitely a struggle. You had to really, really, really work at it.
So from 16 to now, how many years of that is in music? And you just kind of picked up more and more traits and learning from different groups and stuff.
Well, when I was about 20 years old, me and some buddies here from Oklahoma we had a band and we moved out to LA. We played the hair metal scene out there for about 10, 15 years. Ended up moving back here to Oklahoma because that type of music had completely died. And I was really passionate about that kind of music. So if I couldn't play that at that point, I didn't really want to play anything because there was no other music that I really liked nearly that much.
Mm-hmm.
So came back to Oklahoma, like I said, became a firefighter. And then it's been several years back. I started kind of listening. I'd go deer hunting with some buddies and heard some of Jason Aldean's more kind of rock and stuff. And I thought that's really cool. I really like that a lot. And then after that, I started hearing some of Brantley Gilbert stuff, more rock oriented country. And I was like, oh yeah, I really, really like this. I could really see myself writing this type of music, playing this type of music, and really having a blast with it. So that's what inspired me kind of to pick it all back up and get back into the all original music scene with the country kind of Southern rock mixture that we've got going on. So we're really enjoying it. So that definitely what got me back into it was listening to those guys.
Sure about how Showdown began. I think you guys were early. You had a few guys together and kind of worked together and just kind of formed a band, correct?
Yeah. How it kind of worked, like I said, I was out of music for a long time. Kind of got inspired by the Brantley Gilbert type of stuff, rock, Southern rock kind of mixture, kind of mixed with the country. I thought was really, really cool. So a few years back, I think about 3 years ago, I was out mowing my yard and in deep thought, like I think most of us get into when we're mowing the yard. I just kind of started thinking, about the whole music thing and how I'd really like to kind of get back into it. So I actually called up my drummer buddy that moved to California with me when we were kids and see if he was in, and he was all for it. Contacted the bass player, he was all in, and then I told him right off the bat, I said, guys, I don't care how long it takes, we're going to get a young, good-looking singer that's got a really special voice to be the front man for the band, the face of the band and the voice of the band.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just be, we'll stand back, let him be the front man. I'll write the songs and we'll do it right. And they were all for it. And we really struck gold when we found our front man, Micheal Chisholm, actually different spelling, oddly enough, but he's just a great vocalist and just a perfect fit for it. So we just got really fortunate with how it all came together.
Did everyone come from different backgrounds, or you kind of all have a lot of stuff in common?
Well, us three, myself, the drummer, bass player, we formed our whole musical identity together because we started playing together as teenagers and played together for years and years and years. A different genre of music, kind of the hair metal. We were all original, but it was more like we were kind of like Skid Row, kind of a heavier melodic, hard rock. And we developed that style.
Who had the longest hair?
Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be between me and the bass player. We both had it pretty much almost down to our waist. So.
Yeah. And now, firefighter, do you have a lot of hair? You got to keep it short, don't you?
I have zero hair now. I have a shaved head nowadays, so I'm one extreme to the other. Absolutely, one extreme to the other.
Yeah, my dad was a firefighter. A lot of firefighters, these mustaches or nothing. So.
Yeah. I don't do the mustache thing. I'm looking forward to retiring someday so I can actually grow a goatee. But that'll be a while.
So you guys are a hard-hitting country rock vibe. What's it like when you guys see on stage? Is it high energy? You just kind of rock the house and just kind of go for it?
Our live show is definitely more like a rock show than a country show, and not downing any country artists out there, but you would associate it more with rock, a lot more movement, a lot more energy, a lot of showmanship. We really try to entertain the people, visually as well as, with our music.
Do you sing much? Or you just play the guitar mainly?
I do backing vocals. We do harmony backing vocals and stuff like that. But yeah, we just have Micheal just does the lead vocals.
Has there been a time you forgot a lyric or forgot a chord or something? How did you kind of keep on going from that?
I always say I could never be a lead vocalist because I could never remember all the lyrics. So that I do pretty much all of our songwriting. So luckily Michael's really good at remembering the lyrics. He does a really good job with that. And I can do well enough just to remember the choruses, but that's about it.
I'm gonna give you 3 songs. You guys just share about each of these songs a little bit if you don't mind. Okay. What's country all about? Share a little about that song.
What country's all about is for us, as a band, it's kind of our song, our brand of music is really identifiable with that song, in the aspects that we don't feel like country is about like the clothes you wear or your accent or even where you were born. We feel it's more about faith, family, and just the way you treat others, just your overall attitude. That for us, that's what country is all about, and that really is what that song entails within the lyrics.
How was it write that song? Did it take you a little while, or just kind of just the words kind of flowed and how you want
Oh,
to
it
get the
flowed,
story out there?
yeah. Usually when I get really inspired on a song, it usually comes together pretty quick. I got the idea for it, and it just kind of started flowing and came together pretty quick.
Shine in the Moonlight.
Shine in the Moonlight is about a bootlegger,
Mm.
just a kind of a fun, tongue-in-cheek song about a bootlegger and him making his run and then getting together with his guys and partying after his work's done, so to speak.
And the other one is If You Feel Froggy. I like the title of that one.
Yeah, If You Feel Froggy it's kind of about from the aspect of guys at a club, like a dance club, country dance club or whatever, and the girls are out there dancing and the guys are kind of standing back, kind of it's saying just get in there and have a good time. Basically, don't be afraid to get out there and have a good time.
Have you guys hit the studio and recorded some stuff? And if so, what's it like when you hit the studio and you're working with producers, engineers, and kind of coming together to make a good flowing album or a song? What's that like?
Well, right now we've got a 6-song EP that's been out for about a year, and we've just started a new album that's going to have 13 songs, and there will be one song released every month starting here in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we're really looking forward to start getting the new stuff out there. The new stuff still has all the country influences and a lot of the country instrumentation, and obviously the country angle on the lyrics, but it also has a little bit, some of the songs have a little bit more of a Southern rock flair to them as far as the music goes. So it's a really we think it's really kind of cool, unique mixture of the country, Southern rock, kind of all and tangled together.
Nice. You traveled quite a bit. Do you have any great spots, places you really have good memories from? Maybe acoustics, or you just brought the house down on either a club or just a hole in the wall joint? Who knows?
Well, back in LA, we played the Sunset Strip, all the clubs there, Gazzari's, the Whiskey, the Troubadour. I mean, just everywhere down there. My favorite back in the day definitely was Gazzari's. It's not there anymore, but it was on the Sunset Strip. It was a great club to play. We had a lot of great shows there. There's a lot of really good ones in the city. If people haven't been down to Chickasha, Oklahoma, to Legends, that's just a phenomenal club. It's really great setup. Highly recommend anyone going there. There's a lot of great venues all around Oklahoma and obviously Texas and the surrounding states. Just a lot of great venues for live music.
So you're not fighting fires and you're not putting out music. How do you relax and kind of chill a little bit? Are you always in the studio?
Oh no, I'm a country boy. I get out there and do some hunting and fishing, mud and all that stuff. So we have some fun too.
What's it like? Have you guys collaborated with other musicians at all, or do you plan to down the road to work with other artists and kind of combine your music style with some other folks?
We had a young man named Lucius Coldstone that did a rap on "If You Feel Froggy."
Oh wow!
It's toward the end of the song. It's a really cool rap that he came into that, and then we've had some other musicians that have come in, like uh, done some fiddle work and some harmonica and some things like that to add some different instrumentation.
Oh nice.
A guy named Shorty here in Oklahoma City did some of that work for us, and he did a great job with it.
Tell us a few pros and cons of being a musician. Is it cons being away from home, or just stuff like that?
Yeah, the cons is just all the time that it takes away, because it's just it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to put towards trying to be successful in music, and just the time you miss with family and doing other activities that's definitely the downfall of it for sure.
After shows, you guys are signing autographs. What's the weirdest thing you've had to autograph?
Well, I don't know if I can say that. This is probably a family show, so I'm gonna have plead the fifth on that.
Oh, that's awesome. Ever heard stories about people who you encouraged, your music? I mean, you met someone going, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a rock band. I'm gonna a band," and kind of try to pick their brain a little bit of how you did that and maybe encouraging others.
Oh yeah, I mean, back in the day when we lived in LA, us three, myself, the drummer, and bass player, we ended up actually playing in with a front man named Ron Keel. He had a band called Keel back in the day, Keel. They were really pretty successful. I mean, they toured the world opening up for bands like Kiss, Motley Crue, Scorpions, stuff like that. We were kind of in the band after the heyday, but we still learned a ton from him and a ton. We recorded in Sound City, which is just a world famous recording studio. There's a great documentary about it on Netflix called Sound City. It's just really fascinating. It's not there anymore, but everybody in the world recorded there at one time or another. And we just learned a ton through working with Ron, and then different producers and engineers that we worked with through him. And can't thank him enough for everything we learned all the years back then, for sure.
Would you mind sharing about your website a little bit and how people can follow you guys?
Okay, our website is showdownofficialband.com. And you can pretty much find everything there about the band. You can find out our tour dates, merchandise, bio. There's lyric videos and soon to be music videos. All of our songs, pretty much everything's there on the website.
And speaking of the band, let's introduce them all and tell them what they do a little bit.
All right, myself, Tim Chisholm, guitarist, songwriter, firefighter, and then our drummer is Greg Calkins. He is actually a licensed gun dealer, does a lot of gun shows, selling guns and stuff like that. Our bass player is John Gray, and he is a retired detective. He was a police officer in War Acres and detective. And then our singer is Micheal Chism, and he works at the Osteology Museum and does a lot of really, really interesting stuff there. Just he's got a lot of wild stories about the different things he's done there.
That word sounded interesting.
Yeah, a lot of different occupations going on here.
Could you share some words of encouragement? This is a podcast about encouraging others and sharing positivity. What would you say to someone maybe coming out and maybe starting their own group and just kind of not sure where to start, or maybe they're on stage, kind of get on stage and kind of look at that vibe going? What would you share about that?
I think the thing is just being true to yourself and just playing the music that you love playing and not trying to conform to what you think may be popular or trying to sound like any other artist. Just everybody's going to have their influences as far as songwriting, especially when you're younger, but let that eventually morph into your own style. Don't try to sound too much like anyone else, and just keep at it, keep working it. It's like anything, it just takes a lot of time to develop. I mean, the first song you write is probably not going to be very good, but maybe the 100th one will. I mean, you have to just keep at it. Just like playing an instrument, it's the same thing as far as songwriting. You just have to develop that skill. You just have to, practice. That's the best advice I can give.
I want to go back briefly. You mentioned maybe being a firefighter. What inspired you to be a firefighter?
Well, I actually had my cousin's husband is a firefighter from Midwest City, and I went by to see him one day, and he would show me the station, and I kind of caught the bug for it and decided that was something I wanted to pursue, and that's what pretty much inspired me to get into firefighting.
That's it. And you've been doing it 20 years, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all you do, and just prayers for you and your department. As you got every call, I know when my dad, his little beeper went off back in the days, and just kind of praying for you guys. And thanks so much for the time. Wish you guys and Showdown nothing but the best. And I'm always here to share new music for you, and just let me know.
Well, thank you. And once again, you can find us at showdownofficialband.com. It also has all the links there to all our streaming links, Spotify, iTunes, everything like that. You can find us on all our social media is Showdown Official Band. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that is Showdown Official Band. And we look forward to hearing from everyone. Send us an email and let us know what's up.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Be safe.
Thank you, sir.
No, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And of course, I cannot forget not sharing one of the Showdown songs today. So we're playing Shine in the Moonlight. You know, it's summertime. That moon don't come out till 9, 9:30, sometimes 10, sometimes where you live. This is, oh, hang on. Crank up your speakers a little bit because it's going to be a rocking song. This is Shine in the Moonlight by Showdown.
Got a slow rolling steel, head up in them hills, flowing lightning, drive by drive. I got mason jars stacked up in the bed of my truck, and I'm about to make my last stop. Then me and the fellas throwing down, drinking shine in the moonlight off the tailgate. Shine in the moonlight. We about to get so rough. Ain't no 5-0 in this zip code. Nobody here but us. So be a rock star. Grab another jar and turn it bottoms up tonight. Drink it, shine in the moonlight. Rolling that cold, burning up the road, staying one step ahead of the law. Got a load full of trouble, you about to see double. Half a jar and you be gone. Then me and the fellas throwing down, drinking shine in the moonlight off the tailgate of my truck. Drinking shine in the moonlight. We about to get so rough. Ain't no 5-0 in this zip code. Nobody here but us. So be a rock star. Grab another jar and turn it bottoms up tonight. Drinking shine in the moonlight out the tailgate of my truck. Drinking shine in the moonlight. We about to get so rough. Ain't no 5-0 in this zip code. Nobody here but us. So be a rock star. Grab another jar and turn it bottoms up tonight. Drinking shine in the moonlight off the tailgate of my truck. Drinking shine in the moonlight. We about to get so rough. Ain't no 5-0 in this zip code. Nobody here but us. So be a rock star. Grab another jar and turn it bottoms up tonight. Drinking shine in the moonlight. Get shine in the moonlight.
Our next song I'm playing is by a group from the UK. This is the Shaun Tobar Band. Happy Go Lucky. Enjoy.
I remember back in days, summer in the air, such a lovely day. I had time to never knew what I wanted to be. Party all night, let the good times find me. I never knew. Well, I remember the good old times. The JD whiskey went down so fine. I'd have a few, I'd drink along with you. Never knew what I wanted to be. Just go along, let the future take me. Happy-go-lucky, hanging out with friends. Figured it out along the way. person next to. Have a good time, make a friend or two, make a friend or two, make a friend or two. I remember back in days, summer in the air, such a lovely day. I had time to. I never knew what I wanted to be. Party all night, let the good times find me. I never knew. I never knew what I wanted to be. Just go along, let the future take me. Happy go lucky, hanging out with friends, figuring it out along the way. Happy go lucky, I find my way. Happy go lucky, well don't you say I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Take a look around the person next to, and have a good time, make a friend or two, make a friend or two, make a friend or two.
Shaun Tobar band. They're a 4-piece band. They play a lot of blues, country blues, and I'm working on getting them on the show. Check out their website at ShaunTobar.com. That's ShaunTobor.com. The next song I'm playing is a preview for a guest I'll have on next week. Singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee, Carrie Cunningham. And this is her song, Habit. You can check out her website at carrielive.com.
You've been running through my head all week. You got me wondering if you can't sleep too. 'Cause I've been up all night thinking about all the things I wanna do with you. And I feel like this could be something so real. I wanna make you my habit. I gotta have it. That rush when you're holding me feels like we're supposed to be up in the magic. You could say I'm an addict, 'cause baby I'm obsessing and confessing that I just wanna make you my habit. We should really dive into this chemistry, 'cause everything about you I just need, and I can't see what this could be. I wanna make you my habit. I gotta have it. That rush when you're holding me feels like we're supposed to be up in the magic. You could say I'm an addict, 'cause baby I'm obsessing and confessing that I just wanna make you my habit. you my habit.
Hola, my friends. Hope you're doing well. Maybe you're getting a little hungry, so this little promotion for some businesses here in Silverdale might get you hungry. So if you're in the area, Kitsap County area, stop on by and see my friends at Tequiza, located at the Kitsap Mall in Silverdale. Their address is 10315 Silverdale, Washington. Their number is 360-698-4335. And on Tuesdays, you can go down and get your fill of tacos for 50% off. And now they have 6 kinds of tacos, so you can guarantee you'll get full on some tacos on Tuesday. They have burritos, chimichangas, taco salads. My favorite are the grilled jalapenos. And sometimes in the season, those jalapenos are super hot and super good. So go on down and see my friends at Tequiza at the Kitsap Mall. Also in Silverdale, they have a food truck called Tequiza Street. They have breakfast burritos, homemade flan, tacos, and churros too. All made with the freshest ingredients. Great customer service. Great staff. Their number is 360-200-7315. Located at 9571 Silverdale Way, Washington. That's 9571 Silverdale Way in Silverdale. Tequiza and Tequiza Street, great places for some authentic Mexican food. Go down and see them. Tell them Jody sent you from Chit Chat, the encouraging one another podcast, and get your feel on some delicious tacos. When I say donuts, what comes to mind? Those donuts sitting on a shelf for a week and a half, small and wrinkly. No. Lone Star Donuts are Texas-style donuts. But you know what? We're in Washington State, and there's 3 locations with nearly 50 flavors. Silverdale, Washington, at 360-204-5021. Port Orchard, Washington, 360-443-2600. And in Poulsbo, Washington, 360-626-1164. And I said, nearly 50 flavors of donuts and kolaches. Ever had one? So you might get one. They're delicious. They're Texas-style donuts, so they're huge, homemade, locally owned and operated business. Great tasting donuts. Get some today. For you, for your friends, your family, for your co-workers. Lone Star Donuts. Great tasting donuts around. And you know what? You can't buy happiness, but you can buy donuts. That's pretty much close to the same thing, right? Lone Star Donuts in Kitsap County. Silverdale, Port Orchard, and Poulsbo. Check them out today. Nineteenth Hole and Bar and Grill at 2171 Erlands Point Road in Bremerton. Are you looking for a place to wind down for some nice cold beverages, some amazing food, and amazing customer service as well? Come on down to 19th Hole Bar and Grill. It's a great atmosphere where you can hang out with family and friends and maybe co-workers as well. Come on down. Did you know it's one of the oldest bars in Kitsap County dating back to 1939, and the menu is to die for. Every week, every day, something special. Like Sundays and Mondays, steak night, Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, wing night, and Fridays are always fish and chips night with amazing halibut and cod. We also got burgers, sandwiches, salads, and much, much more. And we've got a banquet room for bigger gatherings of friends and families for like birthday parties and whatever shindig you got. Did you know they are rated #1 bar and grill in the best of Kitsap County in 2022 and 2023? They're locally owned and operated. Maybe if you're too busy to stop in, place your order today. Call 360-813-3501 or go to the website at 19thholebarngrill.com today. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Friday and 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday. This is 19th Hole Bar and Grill in Bremerton. Eat local, eat well. What are people saying about this podcast?
I it. You guys are so great.
Thanks. We're getting a song for you lined up here in just 1 second after these commercial breaks. Thank you for joining today's episode with Tim Chisholm from the group Showdown from Oklahoma. So much fun talking with him, sharing their story about their band and their music. Also, thank you to Junkyard Heights, Shaun, Tobar, and Carrie Cunningham for allowing me to play their songs here on Chit Chat. You know, every week, every Wednesday, brand new episodes come out. And I am so thankful for the many listeners we have out there and being heard in over 30 countries and over 40 plus states. Please subscribe to the podcast here on Spotify, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and wherever you find your podcasts, as well on our website, chinchatpodcast.com. Thanks again, and see you next week with another brand new episode and great music here on Chit Chat, the encouraging one other podcast where it's always about encouraging others. I'm your host, Jody Sheffield. See you next week. This is Chit Chat, the encouraging one other podcast. That's all it's about, encouraging others.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.